We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to retest key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 9:05 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to break out to newer highs here. In today's volatility, we're going to talk about what key levels to watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Netflix spot. Our Netflix spot sent out a bull indicator since 7:05 a.m. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 50% plus within minutes to an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, doing a full transition here from bright green bars on 42 vision to red bars and back up to bright green bars. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY under a bull indicator at around 448.74, and inflows crossing over here in the first half of the day, and inflows hitting highs here of 1.61, canceling out the outflow crossover in the second half on Friday, and the bear indicator from 450.28, where it rejected when it tried coming back up and hit lows down here of 448.50, not that far off of where the bull indicator popped up. Now, this is crucial and critical to not ignore because it acted as support and it bounced back up, broke through that resistance where the bear indicator popped up, canceling it, and inflows are back above the highs of Friday at 1.37, and the highest point reach was back here on Thursday at 2.21, and also here on Wednesday of last week when things hit highs here of 447.50 of inflows of 4.25. So something to not ignore here is that these inflows have room to possibly go higher to pull away from the midpoint if it continues to go up based off the history of the chart. And I'm going to be watching that very carefully going into tomorrow. It's going to be critical and crucial to justify any further strength to the upside and a staircase effect here if it's going to continue pushing up higher for these inflows to pull away from the midpoint to the upside, and not just here on the 30-minute, but we also want to see it on larger time frames like the 1 hour here. And you could see the 1 hour had those outflows cross over, get a bear indicator here at the end of the day at 449.79, and a bull indicator popped up here at 449.30 area, and inflows cross back over, and that's something to not ignore as well. And the inflows are at 1.83, and the highs at the open on Friday were 2.67, and on Thursday 4.64. So based off the history of the chart, there's room here to go higher as well. Now, is it guaranteed to? No, but definitely something to not overlook here in the 1 hour that this bear indicator has been canceled. Inflows are back above. There's room here to go higher based off the history of the chart. And the bear indicator that popped up on Friday, it was the first bear indicator that popped up since the inflow crossover here back on Tuesday of last week. And also that bull indicator from 439.60 area, 439.70 area, and now it's been canceled by another bull indicator trying to retest the highs up here and get above it. But now in the after hours, there's some volatility, and we need to talk about the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So the first key level I'll be watching is support, guys, and the first support level is 450, and then below that, if these outflows start to begin and go towards the midpoint here on the 30-minute, but not only that, but also here on the 15-minute, as it's really close to the midpoint, definitely something to not ignore. And a bear indicator is popping up here, not confirmed and closed just yet. This bar needs to close and confirm in the next 12 minutes. In the volatility so far, the bear indicator is slightly popping up and needs to close and confirm like I stated. And I'll be watching that very carefully here in the after hours and how it reacts going into tomorrow. Because if these outflows, as they're really close to the midpoint, since they haven't crossed just yet, go ahead and confirm with that bear indicator and cross to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts and retest key resistance levels that were now turned into support. And then now we also have the possibility of that weakness rolling over here into the 30-minute, pulling down these inflow versus outflows towards the midpoint, and possibly a bear indicator popping up here as well to cancel out this bull indicator. But keep in mind, the 15-minute is a lot more volatile, and the next support I'll be watching below the 450 area is 448.50. That was the support of the pre-market. And if that gets broken through and these outflows start to dominate on the 15-minute, here on the 30-minute, the next support I'll be watching based off the history of the chart is then down towards the 447 area, guys. That was the support back here on Thursday of last week before pushing up to the highs here of 451. And today it's rejecting up here at the 451.92 area, not that far off of the resistance of 452 that we talked about in our previous video. Now, what are the key levels I would watch to the upside? Well, the first thing is 452, guys. That's the most recent high, and we're rejecting not that far off of it at the 451.92 area. And also on the 15-minute, it's going to be crucial and critical if these outflows cross over to level off and switch from red to green and bring themselves back up to justify any possible strength to the upside. And we could see it here, 6 more minutes left to go for this bar to close and confirm. That bear indicator has not left, and it's hit lows here so far of 450.34 in the after hours, and the outflows are getting closer to the midpoint. Now, if it can level off above the midpoint, even better. Inflows are still dominating, but this definitely needs to switch from red to green and pull up away from the midpoint to reflect any further strength to the upside, and then roll that strength over here into the 30-minute and also into the 1 hour. And the next resistance I'll be watching above 452 is the 453 area. And if these inflows can pick up here on the 1 hour and also here on the 30-minute and hold those bull indicators strong and true, continue that staircase effect, the next resistance I'll be watching above 453 is the 455 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be critical and crucial to not ignore. And also, I would not overlook the inflow versus outflow, as the 30-minute is above the midpoint and the 1 hour, but on the 15-minute within the volatility, it's looking pretty close here to closing confirmed with a bear indicator. Not confirmed just yet. Again, 5 more minutes left here towards the end of this video. And then we also have here the outflows. They were kind of sitting a little bit higher, pulling down closer to the midpoint. And if that crosses and goes further away from it, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. So I would not ignore that here within the volatility of the 15-minute and how things are looking on the 30-minute and 1 hour. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.